We ready? Are you ready to set it off at Amy Pinnacle? You're changing your name after it. Well, I like your name anyways, I'm just ready, but that's a vibing name. Are you ready? 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 He's not. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Set it off, make some noise. Let's go. Make some noise, everyone else, welcome to the stage. Amy Pinnacle, that's what I'm going to call you, Amy Pinnacle. Welcome to the stage. Let's go. Thank you, guys.
Good evening. So I recently went to the doctor, and you know when you go to the doctor in your 20s, you go in with stomachache. They basically tell you you've got trapped wind. But like now I'm 40, you go to the doctor and you say you get stomachache. They stick a finger up your arse and put you on a 2-week wait for a colonoscopy. It's a whole new experience. They did ask me though at the doctor's, what's my current form of birth control? Lesbianism. I don't actually have to take any medication because, you know, I mean that's a lie. Have you ever met a stable lesbian before? So one of the things that I actually recently discovered, because I only came out about 8 years ago, and one of the things that was fairly new to me when I came out was the whole world of sex toys. Who the fuck designs sex toys? Why do they think that my vagina is the length and the width of the Dartford Tunnel? They're so big. They are so big. And the only reason you'd actually want to use a sex toy is in intimacy, if you want to be really close. Well, if you use one of those, you're going to be touching grey matter, right? Really, really large. And what is with the luminous colours, right? I know that the whole point is that you find them in your duvet when, you know, mid kind of sex. But they're like glow-in-the-dark, kryptonite tiger baguettes staring back at you. They're like terrifying. They're really, really scary. And if I was in a heterosexual relationship or even a homosexual relationship with two men, it's basically this giant cock shouting at you, "You've got a small dick, you've got a small dick." Like, why would you want it? It's like proper, you know, it's glaring at you that you can't perform as needed. So you need this giant luminous thing, you know? There's nothing I like about them. But the thing is I actually have rabbits at home, like the furry type. So my Follow You page is a minefield, right? It's a really, really quite scary place. And I only discovered this when my son was doing a project on family pets. And he very innocently asked if he could Google rabbit. That was an interesting Sunday afternoon. But Mummy, why has it got bells on it? Mummy, why is it green? Mummy, is mine gonna look like that when I'm big? No, it's not. And actually I worked in a company with French people and I walked in one day and I said, God, my rabbit is giving me some trouble. It keeps biting me. To which my boss looked at me and said, biting? Double A or triple A? So yeah, it's not really my thing. But you know, I've just got back from holiday. And you know, we all like going on holiday. Everyone like going on holiday? Yeah? And you know what it is about going on holidays? We plan holidays, right? We plan them and we plan them and we book and we check and we look at the weather and we pack and we say, oh, it's going to be warm, it's going to be this, it's going to be lovely. So why is it that when we get on holiday, we spend the first 24 hours complaining about the temperature? God, it's hot. So hot. It's really warm, isn't it? Why is it so hot? We know it's hot because we fucking booked the holiday. We've spent weeks going 32 degrees. Oh, 30 degrees. It's lovely. Love 32 degrees. And yeah, when we get there, we're just like chub rub. You know, it's just like not enjoyable at all. And then we spend the next 24 hours going, no one speaks English. Why does no one speak English? Because you're on fucking holiday in a foreign country, you know? But the one thing that I like to do when I go on holidays, I like to go through the markets. I really like to kind of mingle around. And when you walk through the markets and you see in foreign countries, they're trying to sell you t-shirts, you know, and it's like Calvin Klein and Tommy Hilfiger and all these kind of fake t-shirts that you think, who the hell buys these things, right? And you also see t-shirts with writing in foreign languages. And you think, oh, is this a good idea? Turns out it's not a good idea. I was having breakfast in the resort and there was this really sweet elderly couple sat opposite me and the woman was wearing this gorgeous baby pink t-shirt. It was lovely. And as she got up to leave, on the back of her t-shirt said, I got well done in Camden Town. Don't buy t-shirts when you're abroad. It's just a wrong thing altogether. And actually, I saw this van that was providing a service that was transporting pets abroad, right? So if you were going on holiday or you were moving, they actually provided this service. And in big red letters on the side of this van, the company was called Terminal for Pets. Now, I get what they were trying to do, but can you imagine sticking your beloved chong into the back of this thing, basically saying, see you later, like euthanasia for pets.
So we brought him.
Oh, so you bought him in Terminal for Pets. Well, 13 years later and he's still alive. So I just think that all these things, they use English to try and sound smarter, and sometimes it's just best to avoid it altogether. So I'm actually going to leave tonight with a little word of wisdom. I like to use this platform a bit like a Jerry Springer's final word. So if you've ever been on a date with a guy and at the end of the date, he doesn't remember your eye colour, the chances are you've got really big tits. Thank you very much. Good evening.